as we do when we're starting up a new game, we're gonna take some time before we start playing to talk about the title screen. Let's have that title screen conversation, shall we? So, this is the title screen of Dishonored 2. It doesn't have the word Dishonored 2 on it, which is okay, sure. But let's talk about, I want to talk about sequels, and I want to talk about title screens, and I want to talk about the introduction to a game, right? So when we play a game for the first time, when it's a brand new game and it has only the marketing material to initially create buzz or interest or to some degree marketing material, you can consider it story introduction material as well, because it does tend to give some things away. You know, we learned about Emily being in the game long before we got to this screen. That sort of thing. So, welcome back, Guns and Blazes. So, what changes about a sequel is, and this is true of all sequels, I think, the developers, the story developers, the game developers, they have to now contend with the idea that, on the one hand, there are people in the world who are very attached to the game and who will feel, I don't want to say betrayed, but they'll feel like frustrated or annoyed if you try to push too much on them in terms of material they should already know. But you also have to attend to the people who have never played the game before, who don't know anything about the universe, the characters, anything like that. And like every other game in the history of, I guess, modern games, modern video games, the title screen is the first thing that we interact with when we play the game. So what does this title screen tell us? It's composed a bit like a photograph, right? It's composed, it feels posed. This doesn't feel like a candid capture of these two characters. The flapping flags in the background give it a kind of imperious feel, which makes sense given what we know about these characters. It feels like a return to the Corvo of the early part of the first game, right? Royal Protector Corvo Attano, not the Corvo of the middle to late game, right? Not the Corvo we played, but the Corvo we saw. Honestly, like, I'm not... This is a good title screen if you already have context for these characters, but if I saw this for the first time, I would probably be like, who are these people? Why does it look like they're on a boat? Because as Tristray pointed out in chat, they're gently moving up and down. I think that's just a video effect. I think that's supposed to be like we're seeing it from the outsider's perspective, hence the little flickeries at the edge of the vision. But the point being, like, I don't know who, if I haven't played this before, if I don't know Corvo and Emily, I don't know who the fuck these people are, right? Who's this guy? Who's slightly gruff looking mask holding guy? Who's this lady? Are they related? What's their deal, right? We don't know anything about them if we've never played this before. So again, I think that the balance and the challenge, and keep this in mind, especially during the beginning part of the game, the balance and the challenge that game designers have in creating a sequel is how much information do I know going in, right? Now, we can examine some basic stuff. So the characters are, they're looking at something off screen. They have that kind of political looking, visionary, like, this is a propaganda photo. We don't know what they're looking at, which is, you know, fine. That's a thing. You know, it's part of drawing the eye to their faces, right? They're looking away at something. Obviously there's the white space, the blank space in the image that creates good composition, but also guides us to the little smash down here, this rune. But what I like this is the clothing style. You know me, I like costumes in games. I think costumes tell us a lot about characters. So what draws your eye to their costumes particularly? What are the things that you notice right away about this this portrait essentially of them? right? So I'll tell you what I noticed. I'll tell you what I noticed right away, right? Like my eye is drawn to the mask, right? That's where the light is hitting, right? We get the most, it's a little blown out. The light is hitting that mask. Obviously the mask is a big part of the image. We're pulled to the mask. We're pulled to her brooch, right? There's this shock of gold here, right? Emily's collar leads us that way too, right? The lines of this image flow into Emily's face. So from Corvo down through Emily, the gold pulls our eye down to the brooch, and then we see the knife, right? And the knife is the incongruous part of this image. Everything from Emily's hand above, aside from the weird mask, could be part of a portrait, right? It could be that kind of royalty portrait, except that knife. Her holding the weird knife is what pulls us down to that image. A couple of other really little details that I quite like. Corvo's vest is unbuckled. You notice that, right? He's not entirely put together, which I think again implies some things about his character. These little things are done on purpose, right? The designer of the character, the designer of the character, and the people who made this image, they didn't do that by accident, right? His unbuckled vest, because that's what it is, right? It's a weird leather vest. Is an intentional purpose. I think this is supposed to be her knee, right? Her pose is less formal than his. Like she's leaned back a little bit, in terms of like her shape, right? Like she's looking forward, her neck is bent forward, but her body is sort of leaned back, and she's got her knee up with the blade on her knee. It lends an informality to her pose, which is interesting because she's the one sitting in the throne. You'll notice too, to tie them together, not just the color palette, right? Emily gets this purple color, whereas Corvo doesn't. But to tie them together, we see the gold sort of brocade, I think it is, underneath. Sam, welcome to the squad. Thanks for subscribing. The brocade underneath connects the two of them together because she's got this same gold pattern on her underclothing as well. Also, the material is the same, right? Her vest or her jacket and his vest seem to be made made of the same material. So there you go. A couple of things to pull them together. Obviously, we know because we've played Dishonored before. We know that they're related, but the game, above and beyond just making try to make their faces look similar, the game intimates them together by choosing to create repeating patterns. So I'm curious to see if they'll explain her little brooch. Obviously, we're gonna know what the mask is about. Yeah. So there you go. Interesting title screen, only in so much as it shows us the characters. This tells us next to nothing about the game. But I suppose if you'd never played the game before, you might wonder, who are these people? What's with the mask? Why does she have a knife? Whether you're actively engaging in this stuff or not, whether you're actively saying, these are the things that I'm going to try to pick up and observe in the title screen or not, whether you blow through the title screen right away, you'll still notice them. They'll still get filed away in your brain and balance against all of the other like cultural stuff, the baggage that you have there. I'm not a huge fan of this title screen as an imparting of information to the player, but again, I think that's a sequel situation. I think that's wanting to give us new information without reinforcing too hard on the existing information that we have or theoretically have. All right, well let's jump into it. I've already fiddled with all the options that I need to fiddle with. We'll do it on normal difficulty so that I don't have to concentrate too hard on the gameplay stuff, but we'll decide what kind of playthrough. I think what I'm probably gonna do playthrough wise is we'll probably do a stealth playthrough. I won't do like a ghost one because it's too repetitive to try to get that ghost playthrough, but I will do probably a stealth one, and I think I'll probably play as Emily, but we'll let the game lead me to that decision on its own. Let's do the tutorial, shall we? Maple. welcome back. Yeah, let's do the tutorial. I know I've played this before, but you gotta do the tutorial. All right, 0. Dunwall, 1837 to 1852. As Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous enemies. Okay, so we're Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, which explains the throne. It explains the imperious look. Bam! Now we know. Now we know who she is and what that was about. Your father is Lord Corvo Attano, infamous royal protector and spy master. Again, same deal.
Welcome home.
Leffelini, welcome back. So, same deal. Immediate context for this stuff. In the years since you took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat. I don't understand why we would need this. I don't know. I don't know why Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, would need stealth and combat training. But okay. Sure. We'll trust that that's a thing.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come.
Harper, Elemis, welcome back. Also, there you go. We have numerous enemies that apparently we have to personally deal with. God forbid that we have people that do this for us. All right, so compare and contrast. You're Emily, Empress of the Isles, or whatever, and now you're in a sewer, right? Like immediately dumping us into a counter situation to what they just described. So the first game did a pretty good job doing the whole eye guiding thing that level design does. Let's keep an eye out for that as well in this game.
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
Oh, look, it's a Leviathan. Oh, I want to see more of that. Come back here, you giant thing. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I do also like that the game pulled me up the stairs. The game pulled me up the stairs because I was down here and I saw the thing, I saw the ship, and then it passed behind the wall. And if I wanted to see more of the arguably most interesting thing in the area, if I wanted to see more of that, I had to go up the stairs, which is where I have to go. So that's pretty cool. All right. Dunwall Whiskey, a truly great name.
Our illustrious champion.
Thanks, Macavar. Welcome back.
Welcome home.
All right. Now we can press shift while moving to sprint. I think I will. Hey, there's
What
Corvo.
training regimen does father have in store for me
All
today?
right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
Oh man, my dad is Batman. What? Oh, wall? Can I wall run over there? No. All right. Welcome back, Ice-Key. Thank you. All right, so this is pretty standard tutorial type stuff. Learning to crouch, learning to jump. The old sprint and slide.
If I were fast enough, I could slide beneath that. Never doubted I could make that.
Sprint. And slide under.
Yes.
All right. Climbing and running.
What's next?
So we practice, apparently, we practice our imperial running and jumping skills in the sewer of the city. We don't have a facility for this. I guess it's more steampunk not to have a facility. Dangerous current, no swimming beyond this point. Ha ha ha, well, forget you. I'm a PC, I do what I want. Well, I've just ruined my clothes. Oh, card catalog. What's that doing here? Press F near a chain to start climbing. While climbing, use W to move up and down. Alright. Good. We're learning to climb. I mean, really, he hasn't taught us anything yet. It's just
Only I could spend every day running and jumping.
do this.
Now to test my agility.
I guess it's also a way to show you what Dunwall is about, right? That you're out in the wilds of Dunwall, and you're getting an opportunity to look at it. If this was happening in a tutorial environment, if this was happening in a gym,
Reach the edge with the right jump.
you wouldn't be able to see that. You wouldn't get the brick houses. You wouldn't get exactly. You're exposed to the universe, which is the point. Helps the game do a double purpose on this tutorial.
You've learned well.
Well, thanks, Dad.
Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Press C to toggle stealth mode. Enemies are slower to detect you in stealth mode, especially when you are farther away, above them, or in shadow. Take cover under desks and tables to lure them away. Throw an object such as a bottle or setting the alarm on a clock. That's cool. Choke Corvo Attano. All right, let's go choke
Father's
out our
always on
dad.
about the value of quiet feet.
Whoa. Yeah, Leviathan. Shit. Damn whale. So is this a toggle or a hold kind of thing? Oh, it's a toggle. Okay. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. You don't have to actually knock him unconscious. Okay, there you go. He taps out. No wonder he's so gruffly voiced. He keeps teaching his daughter to choke him out. Permanent esophageal damage. It is cool that now Corvo is like a person, right? Instead of just a voiceless ghost man. When enemies begin to detect you, an awareness meter is displayed overhead, gradually filling up. Tragically filling up. A full white meter means an enemy has searched for you. A red meter means you have been detected. Okay. Well, crouch.
Without letting me see you.
All right, Bad Dad. I'll try again.
I've got to sneak to get through this.
No shit, Emily. No shit.
Given time.
Hi, I choked you again. All right. Let's go steal this key.
Stay out of
Hi.
sight.
So I actually wanted to see his outfit, but that's fine.
More careful here.
What I think is funny is that, you know, the game teaches you how to you know, be all stealthy and steal stuff and secretly assassinate people. And then you spend the whole rest of the game making imperial decisions, and it becomes like a Civ style game.
Stay low and out of your enemy's
Shut
line
up,
of sight.
Dad. Shut up.
Didn't see anything at all. Why fight when you can slip past?
Yes, it's true. Oh yeah.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your cry, though, is quiet.
Oh my God. That's right. This game does the same thing that Dishonored 1 did, in that right click is primary fire. Oh God. All right, I'll try not to be confused by it. I might have to switch. The controls around. Because it's left is the knife and right is the gun. So yeah.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we?
What the hell? That's terrible. Don't. All right, so he's wearing the same outfit from the stream. Yeah, see. Haha.
You hit hard. Good.
Hey Gonzo, welcome to the squad. Yeah.
Cleans. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Good.
Haha.
Block with your blade.
Now, notice I have a different sword than I did in the title screen. I don't have that.
Got a natural instinct for fighting.
Okay,
If you
Daddy.
time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance.
Is it just me, or is the character design a little bit more cartoony in this than it was in the first one?
Smart move.
Like, the characters are all much...
Stop even the most black-hearted killer.
No, I mean, it wouldn't, but...
You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
I mean, I know they were a little Team Fortressy in the first one, but it seems like... we'll have to take a look at the other character designs. But he seems like his hands seem like larger, like they're out of proportion.
Go for the fatality.
I don't want to go for the fatality. Ow, Dad!
When someone swings a sword at you, block.
I did. Yeah, it seems like the proportions, but maybe it's less. We'll have to see the other characters. The faces are certainly more realistic.
When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the character designs. Ah, look at this. So it's an alternate title screen. Here's the other title screen. Yeah, I guess, okay, looking at them now, like, he's actually only, like, a little cartoonish. It was just the hands that threw me off. Yeah. So here's our alternate title screen. Kudos to the game for not putting her in the Conan pose. Have you seen, you know the pose I'm talking about? That, like, leaning on your hand, like, heavy is the head that wears the crown, like that pose. It's a really, really common pose when people draw people in thrones. Also, yeah, this title screen, it's the same screen, but it's flipped. It's at a different angle. We used to be watching from where I am in the screen, looking up that way, or this way, I guess. So now we're flipped around. We can see the whole throne. We've got a much better context for the flag thing. That's the, like, outsider's realm, right? That outsider dimension where we learned all our power from. We can also see now better look at her pose in the throne. She seems much more ready from this direction to leap into action, right? Like, she's got her legs crossed, which give her a kind of casual look, but that knife and the hand that seems to be like pushing her up out of the throne, it does really say a lot about the two characters if you look at the way that their bodies are posed, right? Like, Corvo is, his hand, notice that his hand is on the throne and not on Emily, right? That's again an intentional choice. They could have put his hand on her shoulder instead, but that would reduce the tension and the energy of her pose in the throne. That kind of forward momentum, that pushing up from the throne. Notice too that they both have rings on their right hand, which we could only see Corvo's before. Another thing that matches the two of them together, and we get a slightly better look at the mask, though still not quite like a tight close-up. It gives context too to the weirdness of the flags before and that sort of green screeny effect. Obviously what we're looking at is not a literal scene. There's not a literal like portal to the outsider dimension behind the throne. And then this is when I press any key and the game proves me wrong. And then there is a portal dimension behind the throne. All right, let's do it. Campaign. Oh yeah, it is their left hand. You're right. Yeah, I had it flipped. Cool. In the campaign, Emily fights a robot. And Corvo has a bandage. And fights Aldo. Alright, we're gonna play it on medium. No, I do not want to start the tutorial, because I already did it. Concept art. Alright, 1. A long day in Dunwall. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Emily Kaldwin, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. Definitely no one is going to try to assassinate me.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, But my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces.
My dad, metal face.
All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world. Or have everyone around me executed.
What, those are your options? Run away or kill everyone? Oh, jeez. So that was a big info dump. Like, here's the problem. The game is about this right now. Someone is killing people. Oh, yeah, the character designs are less cartoony. That's cool. Oh, who's this lady?
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
I like that the first
Your
military
signet
person
ring.
that we meet
There,
is a woman.
you're
That's
ready.
cool.
Thank you.
Oh,
Elisa.
it's a signet
Open the doors.
ring. Okay. Oh, yeah.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
All hail me.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult
Whoa, that
time,
hat.
But today we honor my mother.
No, look at that
the
lady's
late
hat.
Emily Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
Papa.
I
Ooh.
think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
Oh, I want to look at the hat.
I
Where's
wish
the
Mother
hat?
was still the
Oh.
Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect
Hey,
you.
church guy.
Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage.
So I'm
The
Jasmine.
ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
The throne is like weirdly sci-fi. I want to look at stuff. Stop railroading me.
Your Majesty, before we
Cutscene, pseudo cutscene, tram sequence.
Duke of Serkonos.
Oh no, not the Duke of
Says the Duke
Serkonos.
is bringing special gifts.
Oh, the Duke of
That's
Robots.
intriguing.
Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos.
Who let the sword robots in here? Their arms are swords.
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize.
Yeah, literal
these
killing
things.
machines.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day.
Is this
and
Kingpin?
gifts to
It's
remind you of
Kingpin.
Our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I
Full
give you the greatest
metal
gift of all.
jacket.
I present the lost sister of Jessamine Kaldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Kaldwin.
What? That's some bullshit.
My mother had a sister?
Oh, I know you.
Hello. My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob.
Oh, she's speaking with the voice. Get this Benny Gesserit witch out of here.
Sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced
Also,
to leave
wow,
that wall.
so much
But
exposition.
now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago.
What the fuck is up with that outfit? That's amazing.
Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector.
Don't touch me.
How naive
I like your
to think
haircut,
you could
though.
Get away with these murders. Living
She's
in
got
my
kind of a
palace
Sigourney
has
Weaver
protected
thing
you,
going on.
But that's over.
Or like,
Hear me, all of you. Your rightful empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Kaldwin in her.
wow, let's just really just jump right into it, huh?
What?
Whoa, whoa, Corvo. Getting a little real, huh? Oh no, Super Metroid! Your powers, Dad! Play as Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Attano. Or play as Corvo Attano, legendary royal protector of the Empress, figure of infamy from the time of the Rat Plague. We're going FemShep, squad. Obviously, you're playing as Emily Kaldwin. No, Dad! Oh, Dad failed his saving throw.
Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out.
I like his
I'll
outfit.
lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and I'll bring her to Cauldron Prison until her trial.
I'll put Lady Emily in her chamber, but also I'm gonna step on her face.
I wear this uniform. I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the Rose Gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
I heard shouting. Lady Emily!
No, don't kill her. She's awesome. Aw, what the hell? Captain Mayhew is cool. No.
Fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
What kind of sword folds in half? So we've talked about this in cutscenes and in games before. What this game did was establish the transitive property of badassery,
There's a
right?
legend in the Tower Guard about the
We'll talk about it when
Empress's
this is
last
over.
resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
Why are you telling me this? Okay, see you later. See you later, dude.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father.
Siler file. Okay, so the transitive property of badassery, right? Here's
get out of
here's
here.
what people do when they want to show that someone is a badass in a game. They say, you, the PC, you're not very cool right now, right? Because you're just starting the game, you don't know anything. So you're the PC, you don't really know anything. Here's the guy, the cool badass, in this case, your dad, Royal Protector. Welcome back, Zealot Mine. The Royal Protector, Corvo Attano, right? Okay, so Corvo Attano, he's super cool. He's like badass ultimate dude. He's teaching you how to be cool. You want to be like him. Then it shows how easily he gets his ass kicked by someone cooler than he is. That's the villain. So it shows us that the villain is a bad guy. Yes, exactly. So something Danger Zone pointed out, it's the Mega Man X intro level approach, right? You're a nobody, you get your ass kicked, Zero shows up, and you're like, ooh, I want to be like him. So it's like that flipped. It would be like if Zero was fighting the boss and the boss killed Zero and then expected you to get better so that you could fight him. It's a pretty common trick. We use it in all kinds of sort of action-oriented media. Joe, Shade Turd, welcome back. Yeah, so, I mean, I bet you if you think about it, you can think of lots of examples of the, like, you're now helpless in a cutscene while somebody destroys your mentor to show how cool and badass they are. Happens all the time. All right, we got a letter from the Tivian Trade Commission. We better read that. Our most esteemed Empress, as you know, freight from Circados bound for Tivia is now routinely set upon by pirates or spoiled with bloodflies. In addition to the loss of Tivian lives, be they crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there's material costs. Cargo. If things continue unchecked, you'll be forced to cease trading with Circanos and perhaps even embargo ships altogether from the southernmost isles. Wow. Okay. Well, like, I get it. I'm the Empress. I got to deal with trade commissions. Thanks, Dimian Sugar. I'm gonna read this later. We're gonna avoid that lore bomb for now. But let's take a look around the room.
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while? I need time to think.
So there's only like one known continent, I guess, in this world. That's a big empty globe. Huh. You'd think a map would be... Yeah, whatever. It's decorative.
The Hound Pit's pub.
Oh, I've been
I
there.
can't believe it, but I actually miss those times.
I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times when Corvo wasn't a statue and my empire wasn't ruled by a witch queen. Sure. Grapes. Oh. Look, I eat when I'm stressed, okay? Whoa, that clock, though. Ah, I see. So that's the set an alarm thing that you do with. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at what we got. We got a little map of Dunwall here. We got a ship launch protocol. Anything worth reading here? Let's see. After Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, we'll launch the ISS Emily and Kaldwin just before the anniversary of Mother's passing, pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that we'll release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is up to you, but here's some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. Aw, thanks, Wainwright. What a helpful guy. Let's see what Advisor Helmswater had to say. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater. So I will happily say this about the game, and this I think was true of maybe seemingly less true of Dishonored 1, but definitely into the amount of women characters in the game. Makes sense because Emily is the Empress, position of power, that kind of thing. Schedule for Middlesong's Eve. Ooh, my schedule. Eric Plainstow, scheduling secretary. I wonder if he's hot. I wonder if my secretary is a hot dude. Presented, he's probably dead now. Presented for your approval, the schedule for Middlesong's Eve. Morning meal with the Tivian Trade Commission. Presentation from the research vessel Loblolly Swift, just returned from a newly discovered island chain off Pendician continent. Ooh, newly discovered islands. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley, who will present you with a gift in exchange for your attention to their complaints. Call that a bribe. Higgins. Welcome back. Dedication and speech for a new wing at the infirmary home for aged seafarers. That's where John Harper lives. Meeting with advisors on the issue of blood flies in the south. Evening meal with Lord Corvo at his request. Excellent. All right. I thought that was like a periodic table. All right. Dear baby. Okay, well, I mean, the obvious way out of here is this open window. So, let's go out the open window.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
Flo Fableman, welcome to the squad. Welcome to the sneak patrol. Yeah, look at that beautiful. That's cool. Look at that harbor. Dag. That's cool. I like that. I like the misty harbor. It's a nice look. Very maritime. Let's not fall to our death. That sounds like a good plan. It's a thing I can do, right? Where can I go? What's happening? So can I climb things? Here, can I climb up on here? Nope. I don't want to fall and die. Maybe this isn't the way to go. I mean, it feels like the real obvious way, but maybe the game bamboozled me. Yeah, all the other windows are closed. Maybe the game tricked me. Let's take a peek through the keyhole.
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
So I wonder what the game is going to do to make me give a shit about this Duke of Serkonos and the witch. Like, we know that she's a villain because she did a bad thing to our dad, right? That's a reason that we don't like her. But I wonder what we're going to, like, the game will have to teach us why our adversary is worth giving a shit about, except that the game is just telling us. Let's try one of these other windows. Right, okay, so that the window out into the hallway.
Delilah's
Alright, so I was right about the window, it just wasn't that
How is this
window.
possible?
Oh my god, Alexi.
Lady Emily. Where's the royal protector?
There's a coup.
Yeah, he's doing a great
My
job.
father is... He's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the royal protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Yeah, give me my cool sword. Oh.
Alexi, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, Alexi. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector I have an urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov. Yes! Ooh, I love Sokolov. All the boats are being sent away from the docks. I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Wake. Megan Foster. You know what these men always wanted? A burial at sea. Come on. I'm just trying to honor the dead. Come on. Okay. Well, I don't throw bodies as hard as Adam Jensen seems to be able to. Fine. Fine. Stay here. Let's see if I care. Alright. So this is the Imperial bed chamber, and we need to get through our safe room and get out of here. So let's do that. Ooh, an Imperial dress form.
I need my signet ring.
Ah, yes, yes. Secret ring, okay. So this is my journal. So I'm gonna equip my bone charms, where all my logs are gonna be. That's interesting. I have like a diary. We're starting a new year. Maybe 1852 will be less boring than 1851. Yes. I can't wait for Wyman to get back to Dunwall. Go to the abandoned mansion I discovered the other night at the end of Redshore. Maybe I have time to turn it into a scary haunted house beforehand, using sheets and hiding an old audiograph upstairs. Wyman would love that. We'll get spooked and hold hands, screaming and laughing. Come on, Emily. You promised to be more serious and listen to court, and you're already planning your next escape. Let's start this diary again. Proposals for a new decree on whale oil rationing and distribution. Blank list. Aw. That time of year again, the anniversary of my mother's death. There's no real time for reflection, though. It's all security protocols, menus, guest lists, and it's impossible to slip out at night. I feel like a caged bird. Or a cliche. They've already got me memorizing this year's speech. It's endless. Would it be so terrible if I just said what I remember about her? That wink she gave me, even after she was scolding me. After I was caught climbing the statue of my grandfather. The sound of her footsteps as she paced at night. The time we shared a cabin on a boat trip to Driscoll. Or the time she agreed to let Corvo teach me to fish. But then had to pull a hook from my arm. Now that would be a speech. So, bird metaphors for her, right? I feel like a caged bird. Her pin. Alright. Let's go. Let's go sneak around. It's sneaky time. I'm gonna try to not assassinate anybody. We're just gonna choke them out. Alright. Guy there by himself, because this is just the tutorial. Give me your keys. Okay, it's fine. You can go away, tutorial. Thanks. Ah, yes, the royal bath chamber. Yeah, Delilah called her little sparrow. That's a good point, too. Yeah, bird metaphors. Bird metaphors all over that place. If this were Dungeons and Dragons, this cabinet would have been full of cobras.
No time for that now.
No time to wash your hands. But we could listen to this audiograph.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations. I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under.
Ah, Corvo means raven. That's right. Good point, Umbra.
And your mother before you could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit. But trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure.
His writing is not very good.
Remember all that's happened over the last 15
Hey, Josh.
years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire.
Oh my god, Dad,
Drained the
shush.
flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be.
Uh-huh.
I'm proud of you.
So did Corvo record this in the bathroom, or did I just listen to it here? Also, it's a like a literal bathroom and not a water closet. You'll notice there's no toilet facilities here. Well, you know what I like to do after a long day of having everyone that I know get killed? Take a hot bath. Hey. There we go.
Can't dally.
Fine, fine, fine. God. The royal linen closet. Ooh, an owl. Great conservatory, or royal conservatory, great owl. It's a pretty great owl. All right, let's snork past this guy. Launching of the ISS Jessamine Kaldwin. Wait, didn't that happen just like really recently? Why is the painting cracked already? A Gristolian blood ox. That's cool. I like this game, and Dishonored 1 did this too. It did a great job of mixing aesthetics.
Of course I can read.
It's obviously like a sort of steampunky, like Victorian type setting, right? Industrial fantasy. But then they tweak some of it to make it look extra like sci-fi-ish or fantasy, like the technology is fantasy tech. Like this chandelier is what got me thinking about it, but the weapon designs, the throne design, those things help make it feel.
I think I heard something.
They make it feel not just generically steampunk, which is cool. Oh my god, did that guy see me? Oh, he did. Hi. I'm gonna, hold on. I didn't mean to get caught on that guy. Okay, so anyway, where were we? I got distracted and was walking, and he hurt me. Alright. Oh, look at this. Look at these poor slaughtered people. Jeeves! Oh, Jeeves, I just wanted to ask you one more thing. Apartment in Karnaca, midday. Yes. Like, there, look. Those are modern fan designs, or semi-modern fan designs. Like, this looks more like Casablanca than it looks like like, and look at the floor tiling, the aesthetic on that too. It might just be Karnaca, but I do like the mixing and matching of that stuff.
Where did I put that key?
Yeah, you might have lost it. To me. The Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwell citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Kaldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, noted entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. But he got his head cut off. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called a slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Well, he was right. Authorities are convinced the crown killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare criticize the throne? Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. Oh, even the maid. I'm gonna choke this guy.
Thought I had the key.
Come here, fucker.
Isn't it laundry day yet? God.
Who's
Can't
saying?
stand my own stench.
Okay, I know. I know about this tutorial. So here's the map.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave him.
There's Karnaca.
Wait.
Alright, so Karnaca is the capital of Serkanos. And then Dunwall. Oh, the guy upstairs might see me. I gotta be careful. There's Dunwall there. And Morley. Cool. Neat. That map. I like the little gemstone looking things in the map. It's pretty cool.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
No. I should have just choked that guy out when I had the chance. No, well. I'm trying to look at stuff.
Better have a look.
Yeah, lots of stuff about Karnaca. You notice that? Like, see? Approaching Karnaca. That looks like a Mass Effect picture. Dunwall docks, ship launch preparation. Yeah, are these paintings? Because these are the kinds of things that you'd do like a photograph of. But cool. Like, I like that, you know, like aggressively realistic paintings are the thing. Yeah, Corvo's from Karnaca as well. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what, what's his name? Bad Guy McGee said earlier. Is it gonna come out here? Or? Oh, shit! Come on. Come get me. There we go. Go to sleep.
Traitors.
Alright, so it sucks that I got hit, but whatever. Cider. I'll eat all this fruit and it'll be fine. Okay, so I've got a bottle now and I can use that to distract people. Oh, it's an unopened bottle too.
Blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by.
Kill Mortimer Ramsey or knock out Mortimer Ramsey.
I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
Statue Dad.
If anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play.
That's what I do when I'm walking around every day alone. I just talk about my objectives to myself. There's a delicious sushi restaurant down the street from where I live. If I walk here, or I walk there from here, it should only take me a short time. When I arrive, I'll definitely eat some food. Hi. We're gonna fight. Come here. Come here.
Your reign is over, Your Majesty.
Come here. Ow, don't punch me. Use your sword.
To the Duke.
And now you're dead. Well, not really. But give me my stuff.
This won't leave my hand again.
By your powers combined. Come here, shithead. Place Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room. Okay. There's another guy up here. Oh no, he came downstairs and I beat on him. All right.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Yeah, like that was one of my like side objectives, right? Where is it? Lock Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room. I don't know why. Along with the gold he coveted. Oh, it's the poetic. It's the poetic justice thing. That the other game had. The first game had a bunch of that too. Yeah.
The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
Ramsey.
rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune.
Yeah, see, so here's some more of that cool tech. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Treatise on a physical existence of that foreign realm. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No? Indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? The place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The Void. Whoa, Mulani. These little glimpses of the void in dreams or described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it, and we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasure awaits us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond? The clouds, weightless silver gas? And what things we would learn. I love that. Like, heaven is real and we can pillage it. We just need to get enough insight. And then we can go there and do that.
I better take these.
Yes. An elixir. Bone charms. A sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals, into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roam the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of these great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor, ooh la la, or providing defense against pregnancy, both at once, one hopes.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Ugh. What? Why do I have like a weird metal dental dummy? It's the mouth of Sauron. Alright, now I have a gun. And I have a spyglass. Corvo Attano, Royal Protective of Our Times. I know about Corvo. I don't really need to read this. I'm gonna ignore that. But let's check out my cool room. Yeah, here we go. Karnaca, Sagunto, Bastilan, Culero. There's Dunwall, Gristle, Morley, and Tivia. Yep. Whoa. Look at this. Way gone. Because it's far away. It's way gone. I do like that the names of these things are vaguely they're vaguely related to real world sounding things, but tweaked slightly, right? Like Serkanos sounds like Mykonos, and Mykonos is Greek, right? So not super far away from the sort of England that we're occupying, right? Dunwall, Bristol, supposed to sound like Bristol, you know, like Kilkenny, right? This is obviously supposed to be like Scotland, Scotland and Ireland. Tivia has kind of like Russian sounding names to it, right? Samara, Pradim, Tamarak, Dubovka. Putting that VKA in one place makes something immediately sound like it's written in Cyrillic. I'm wondering if Way Gone is just thrown in there because it's a joke, because it's far away, or if, you know, the characters from Way Gone are all kind of the analog of Asian characters. What's interesting though is that this is the four bits of the Empire, and is there more world than this, or is this a map of the known world, or is this a map of her kingdom? I guess if we had a globe nearby, I would be able to refer to that, but it looked to me like this is all we had, that this was the world. Yeah, right, Lamberzilla, is Way Gone elsewhere, is the question. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. Aww. Aww. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I'm joking and perfectly aware that white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my darling Emily, and don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you. Wyman. Ah, that's right, Pandesia is the other continent. Also, who is Wyman again? Samuel Beechworth carving.
Old Samuel made this.
Guess I'll take
I'm
that.
glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower.
Oh, look. I drew that as a child in the old hound pits. And I drew a Pegasus unicorn flying over a castle. Coldridge Prison. The Golden Cat. Yeah, that was that brothel from the first one. Oh my god. This is a picture of my dad. My dad's so cool. He's got a skull for a face. And he's a sword and he blows stuff up. He's great. Yeah, is Wyman... I want Wyman to be a lady. I want Emily's close person to be a lady friend. Also, this is just so good. All right. Let's go into the vault and see what's what here.
The reserves won't help against Delilah.
Jesus Christ.
Even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Holy fuck. Oh, I recognize Lord Wyman from Blades. Yep, that's why. Jesus. Well, I'll take the little gold anyway. 1740260280018. Dag gold. And yeah, so Wyman is intentionally gender neutral. That's great. That's so cool. I'm pretty into that. What's a gold reserve, right? You're not meant to buy things with something that big, but yeah, you put it in the bottom of a train and then drive the train out of Poland. I got much better at drawing as I got older. Like, I could have my own webcomic. Oh yes, the noble river crust. All right, let's eat this wax fruit. So was this fruit just like hanging out in here? Just in case? All right, let's go. Let's go to Dunwall Streets.